We just shocked the NFL today. We just shocked the NFL today. The Eagles defeated the LA Rams. And I got like fucking, I'm getting flashbacks. I'm getting flashbacks of last year. And I shouldn't be, but I am. This team looked different under Nick Foles tonight. This team looked more calm. This team looked more prepared. This team looked a lot more normal with Nick Foles in the lineup today. Nick Foles was so settled down, so confident, and he was striking them balls out like it was nothing. The run game was pretty damn good today. Everyone got a piece of that ball today and carried it along. Josh Adams had a pretty good game today. Okay, a few runs he was behind. You know, he got sometimes the blocking was kind of screwed up, but got some runs in. Wendell Smallwood, first game back because Corey Clement was in, and hey, Wendell Smallwood wasn't getting a lot of carries. So Wendell Smallwood was running with no fear in his eyes and running pretty damn good too. The first half was great. Blocking was terrific. Nick Foles, he actually missed Zach Ertz twice, one on a touchdown. He missed him a few times. And then the second time, he actually had the ball placement was actually pretty good right in the end zone. Zach Ertz caught it, and then the DB pretty much had his knocked it out when he had 2 feet in. But those balls were there. Alshon Jeffrey had, over 120 yards receiving today? Alshon Jeffrey was the prime target on Aqib Talib today. What did we say about this Rams defense? I said that I wasn't afraid of this Rams defense. They're loaded on offense. And even them being loaded on offense, I mean, the only injury they really have is Cooper Kupp with an ACL for the year. But really, Todd Gurley had a few good runs, but he didn't have any breakout runs. You know what I mean? He didn't have crazy breakout runs. They were running the ball pretty damn good. Every first down, they got about 8 yards with a run. Every damn time. Every time. 8 yards every time. So we gave up a lot there. But Jim Schwartz had this defense. Jim Schwartz was playing everybody. They were playing a lot of zone. They literally kept the Rams from throwing deep passes for touchdowns. And except that one time they threw deep, Jim Schwartz literally took no safety help. He didn't put safety help for the corners for one play, and they took advantage of it, and they threw it deep. And Jim Schwartz made a mistake, which made them pretty much, one score game. This was a huge win. And Carson Wentz needs to get healthy, and he needs to stay out of the rest of this year, because I'm not one of those bandwagon fucks that's jumping quarterbacks, but I've always loved Nick Foles, and I've always loved Carson Wentz. I love both of these guys like their family. So either or, I don't give a shit. And when Nick Foles is ready, he'll be ready. He came in ready for this game. And the team has confidence in Nick Foles. Golden Tate was barely used in this game, here and there, a few passes here and there, but he was barely in the lineup. Nelson Aguilar, I don't even think he even had a catch. I'm not even sure, which I feel bad because, I want to get everybody involved in this offense. But this is a huge win for the Birds because, honestly, this puts us right behind the wild card. This puts us first team in the hunt and right behind the Vikings and the Seahawks. Dallas has to lose out and we have to win out for us to win the division. Probably not going to happen. If we had that Cowboys game in the bag, if we had that Titans game in the bag, and even if we had the goddamn Panthers game in the bag, we probably would have won the division easily this year. Easily. Plus with the Cowboys game, plus with this game on top of it, we would have already been worried, probably clinched already. But just looking like it's probably not going to happen. But for a wild card game, it's very realistic. This increased our chances tremendously. And, Doug Peterson still did some stupid shit tonight, so I won't let him slide on that. But this team, this was the best game they played all year because they played against the Rams, because they looked normal, Because Mike Rowe doesn't have to do too much with Nick Foles, because with Carson Wentz, you got play action, you got dump ball. You have all these different things Carson Wentz can do. With Nick Foles, it's an RPO. That's it. RPO offense. And Nick Foles was slinging the ball. He was slinging the damn ball. He was throwing that ball deep. He was doing what he had to do. And that's the team that I miss. And, man, this ain't jumping shit, but, dude, Nick Foles is not injured. Nick Foles is nice and healthy. He took some shots today by Dominican Sue. Just crazy. Avonte Maddox had a leaping interception that didn't lead to anything because the offense couldn't do anything. You know, when it was near the end of the game, last drive with 4 minutes left, we had to waste time, and we just shot ourselves in the foot with penalties and just looked bad. 2 runs. We did 2 little runs that got us 2 yards. Not even each. I think they're both amounted to about 2 yards. So nothing there. Then we punt the ball. The Rams fumble it. We pick it up, and the game is ours. Jake Elliott, you know, missed a field goal, which I said on my live stream, I said Doug should have punted the ball because it would have put the Rams on the 40-yard line, and I thought we were fucked because I thought they were going to, you know, tie it up. Or, you know, I thought it was going to be pretty close. But because if you punt the ball, they would have had it at least on the 10-yard line. You know what I mean? Then it would have took there was only, 45 seconds left in the game. So it would have took them a while to get upfield. But great tackling to keep the guys in bounds and to, you know, pretty much make it off that one play. Rasul Douglas had some good tackles today. Jim Schwartz played this defense very well. This whole defensive line got in the backfield. Michael Bennett was unstoppable. Fletcher Cox was very unstoppable. He ended up getting a little nicked up. We thought it was a serious injury. Thank God it's not. He needs some rest. Haloti Ngata got in the backfield too a few times. Brandon Graham got in the backfield a few times. Not even necessarily making plays, but at least if you're getting pressure, making Jared Goff inaccurate. And they made Jared Goff inaccurate tonight. And that's what made a huge difference. So I couldn't be any happier from what this team did. And Jim Schwartz, I'm going to mention Jim Schwartz because you got to give him some credit tonight because he made the Rams throw underneath all fucking game. And they tackled pretty well. Not too bad. There was a few times where, we missed a tackle in the backfield here and there. Cravon LeBlanc, he didn't look too bad. Cravon LeBlanc is looking pretty good. We got him from the Lions practice squad a few weeks ago. Cravon LeBlanc looks pretty damn good. Not too bad as a depth corner. We might have a setup for for corners next year, but not starters. But I think we have a good setup for depth right now. You got Mills coming back next year, and Russell Douglas has a lot of experience now starting. A lot of changes to be made, but that's for another story, another time. But this is a huge win. Celebrate, guys. Celebrate this damn win. You just beat the best team in football. Hands down, beat the best team. You walked into L.A., and you were pissed off, and you punched him in the mouth. You punched him in the mouth. He had some nicks and bruises on the way in the second half. After Nick Foles threw a horrible pick. It wasn't even really a horrible pass, but he threw it too close to where Aqib Talib was sitting right next to Zach Ertz and, kind of took it off. So after that pick, the team was looking all right, but they weren't looking 100% like the momentum was on the LA side, was on the Rams side. And so we had to make some crucial stops. Sean McVay did some stupid shit. Jared Goff fumbled the ball on his own. He actually threw an interception to Corey Graham because it was a bad snap. Or, he kind of just dropped it, and picked the ball up. And then he tried chucking it for what reason. I don't know why he just didn't take the sack, but he tried chucking it. We got the ball back. And then they did a fake punt. And I said on the live stream, I said, you always got to watch out for those fake punts. They did a fake punt. The fucking referees called it a first down, which was stupid, and saw the ball hit the ground as it was going to the guy's hands. It helped him get into the guy's hands on the ground. So the fake punt did that. But this defense went after it. This defensive line went after it. For a team that's playing with this much injuries, it's crazy how much heart they played tonight. It's unbelievable because I don't know teams that do this shit. I don't. Last year I didn't get it either. I thought we were not screwed, but I thought with a few injuries here and there, maybe we had a chance, maybe we didn't. I don't know, but you know, like Doug Peterson said last year, he said, you know, one man can make a difference, but a team can make a miracle. And I believe in that shit 100%. No matter what sport you play, no matter if you have a group of guys in there, you don't have that clique of guys in there. I'm just happy for Nick Foles, and he looked very emotional after the game. I don't blame him. He's got a lot to play for. It's like another fairy tale ending. I'm not saying that the Eagles are going to go far this year, but as long as they go down with a fight, swinging, not giving up, it's all that matters. It's all that matters. I said for this game, I said as long as they go down swinging and they swing hard and they try, that's all that matters. Because I don't like when teams give up. I don't like when my favorite team, my favorite of all favorites, my team that just I love with everything I have, and I'm proud to have this to fucking go through this shit and not wait till I'm fucking 90 years old. Not saying that we're going to go to the Super Bowl, not saying any of that, but I'm saying this is good. This is very good. This is a great, great win. Not an emotional win, but it's a big win. It's a big win because the Eagles were tired of getting kicked around. The Eagles were tired of losing. I mean, the coaching just had to get better, and it did. Doug still did some stupid shit tonight. I won't fucking put it past him. He still did some stupid run plays. I'm still fucking questioning shit about with these runs up the middle when you spread everybody out and you, I don't know. There's something, I don't know. Doug must have a fetish with that. I don't know. But the Eagles got a big win tonight against the LA Rams, and that's all I could ask for. So, in the comment section below, tell me how you feel about this game. Tell me how you feel about Nick Foles. Let Carson Wentz rest. Let him get to 200%. Let Nick Foles finish the way. And we'll see where we're at. On to the Texans at home.